Let's take a look at the weekly data for Albuquerque and the housing market and see what's going on. I watch this every week, and I don't do a video every week, obviously, but I just thought this was a good time to do it. We're mid-April 2022. Albuquerque real estate market has continued to be busy, but I want to dig into the data and see if we can kind of glean where we are going and what things look like. So let me jump down. And first off, you can get this report if you visit abqhomeprices.com. You can link to this and it'll show you all the different areas. Right now we're looking at the Albuquerque metro area. I know it says Albuquerque, New Mexico, but this actually includes the entire what we call Metropolitan Statistical Area, MSA. Home prices. We've got a new high, no surprise. We are now at, let me scroll down here. Okay, median list price. We are now for this week at $425,000. That is our 7-day average for list price. Let me make it clear, we're looking at active homes for sale, active inventory, and these are residential properties, single-family homes in the Albuquerque area. We're above the 90-day average, which is at 409, give or take. And so, yeah, the trend for list price for homes continues to go up. If we jump down to one other pricing metric, which is price per square foot. I'm going to try to scroll this so we can look at it easier. There we go. So we look at price per square foot, kind of the same story as we saw in median price. I just like to look at both so we can get a pretty good idea that there's no strangeness going on there between per square foot and median price. Same thing. New high, $201 per square foot for listed properties. I have one chart I've got to pull up separately here. This is the price for new listings as they come on the market. The black line is the 7-day moving average, and the blue line here is the 90-day moving average. And you'll see this week we had another really big uptick in list price for new listings that came on the market this last week. So price pressure continues to get pushed up. I like this one because I think of it as kind of wisdom of the crowd. You know, what are the real estate agents seeing and what are the sellers seeing when they're putting their home on the market and pricing the home to the market? You know, they saw their neighbor's home. You know, if the seller's saying, hey, we're going to put it on the market. We saw our neighbor's house go on the market. It sold almost immediately. And so, hey, I think we can push that price a little higher. So again, think of this as kind of wisdom of the crowd and what's going on with the thought process when people are listing their property. And what this is telling me is home prices are going to continue to get pushed up. Again, this is just what got listed in the last week, and you know, in the black and then in the blue. Again, this is the 98-day average, which is an all-time high. Speaking of days on market, let me jump back over there. Let's take a look at that number. If we look at average days on market, we are now trending. Again, the 7-day is below the 90 days, so the trend is moving down on average days on market. We hit an all-time low back in May of last year, and then it kind of settled out through the summer and then increased through the winter, which is very common. You'll see that, you know, seasonally here going back to 2019. I've just got 3 years here. So days on market continues to tighten up. If we look at median days on market, it's even lower. Median days on market for, again, this is active inventory. Understand, this is not closed sales. This is just homes that are on the market right now. The median days on market of homes that are on the market right now is at 14 days. Extraordinarily low for sure. So let's, there's one other one here. There's another good wisdom of the crowd on where prices are going. This is a great one to look at if you want to kind of, again, gauge what people are feeling. And this is the number of properties that have had price decreases. Historically, we run somewhere around 40%. This is, you know, 2019 data back here. You can see through 2020. Of course, you kind of got to throw out all 2020 data when you're looking at real estate because it was very weird, to say the least. You know, last year toward the end of the winter, price decreases increased. Did you get that? Up to about 30%, but that was still historically lower than what we see normally. And right now it's a very, very low level, around 16% of properties seeing a price decrease, which just tells us that sellers aren't super motivated to discount the home at this point. And then let's see, one more. Let's see. Oh, this one I get, I see all the time is people go, oh, I just saw a property come back on the market, and they're seeing a lot of different properties come on the market. And you got to remember that a lot of that's anecdotal. Just because a home in your neighborhood came on the market doesn't mean the overall market that homes are getting canceled. And that's what this tracks. Tracks properties. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong one. Where is it? Cancellations, property, relisted. Here it is. So relisted is, these are homes that were on the market, came off the market for whatever reason, and now are back on the market. And you'll see that the trend is pretty steady, somewhere around 2% or so. It bumped up to about, let's see what here, jumped up over 2%. Back in 2020, and then but right now it's kind of steady, and the thing to take away here is we're not seeing this flood of homes being canceled, and that was one of the questions that were out there when these mortgage rates went up here in the last few months, or kind of 3 or 4 months. We've seen a big move in mortgage rates. Our people are going to start backing out, and for the most part, yes, we have people canceling, but it's not this huge flood. Let's take a look at the inventory numbers. Obviously, that's the big question. When are we going to have more homes on the market? Usually this time of year we see an increase in the number of homes coming on the market, which we have had. It doesn't show in this data, but I've got another chart I'm going to show you. It's pretty much flat. The number of homes that are active for sale has pretty much stayed steady here now. It's actually, continued to decrease up until the last few weeks, and it's just kind of flattened out. However, what I do have, and let me pull up this other chart, that one, here we go, new listings. So this chart shows us the number of homes coming on the market, not the homes that are on the market. These are homes that are coming on, or newly listed properties. And what we see here is an increase in the last few weeks, which I'm glad to see. This one's not real time. This is just an image, but I can point at it here. You'll see the 90-day trend, the black line, is starting to move up. So we are getting more homes coming on the market. The disappointing part is you look at here, 2022, lower than 2021, lower than 2020, and then definitely lower than 2019. So the number of homes coming on the market has decreased. So it is kind of disappointing. Homes are selling fast. Home prices continue to get pushed up. Number of homes on the market is very low. We are seeing more homes coming on the market, but as they come on the market, they're selling pretty much right away. So that was as quick as I could do that. There's a lot to cover here. If you want to dig into this data, like I said, you can visit abqhomeprices.com. You're going to land on this page. You can look at the entire MSA, which is this one here. You can look at individual cities, and you can even get as granular as breaking it down by individual zip codes around town. So if we look at 87111, it's going to show you very different than different parts of town. And so in this case, median price is $515, which is no surprise for 87111, one of the most popular zip codes, and a little bit higher price zip codes in Albuquerque. And then you can always look at this market action index, which gives you an idea how hot it is on the seller side, and it compares it to same week, basically a month ago. So any questions, let us know. Again, visit abqhomeprices.com to look at all this data. You can sign up and get these in your inbox. We won't harass you, so you're welcome to go ahead and grab these. Take care.